This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome back to the views here. We're going to talk about the basics of balancing your system. Now, when you're balancing an industrial ventilation system, you must determine the needed flow volume for each pickup point or entry point. And balancing flows in the system is a procedure basically to restrict the flow at those pickup points so that each branch suctions up the intended flow, provides you with what you need to move the material that you're trying to remove. So if you've got a multiple point system, it's very likely that your system is not properly balanced. So based on the target velocity, the diameter of the duct, and the desired flow volume, you can calculate the needed pressure drop to give you that needed flow at each pickup point. Now on a multiple branch system with no gates or dampers, each branch of the ductwork is going to have a different restriction to flow. So longer or smaller diameter duct runs will have more restriction, where shorter, larger diameter duct will have higher flow. And that's true so that they're probably going to be off their intended share of the airflow load. Now, if this imbalance continues over time, the differences can increase. Particles may fall out where you have low flow, causing constrictions, restricting the flow further. High flow areas could experience abrasion if there's any kind of hard particle in the airstream. So in either of these, what you're going to see eventually will be increased downtime. The basic procedure to balance is really kind of straightforward. First, we take all of the gates and we move them to full open. Then we determine the order of the branches, starting with the pickup that is closest to the fan, in this case here. And we slowly close the gate or the damper here until we feel a slight pressurization. And from this point, we open the gate very slightly and we secure it in place. We now verify the fan flow is within the range that we want, adjusting that damper if we need. And then we repeat steps 3 and 4 as we move out in the system further and further from the fan. Now, a big note here. If you got 8 or more pickups, or you can't determine the definitive order of adjustments to be made, you can make pressure readings at each pickup point to confirm that they have similar readings. As you might imagine, doing this manually can take a great deal of time, especially knowing that as we change one of these pickup points restrictions by changing the settings on our dampers or gates, we're going to have altered the situation for all of the other pickup points as well. So it does require a lot of moving back and forth to make sure things are right.
The first time I mentioned, or I heard his name yesterday,